Welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to practically calculate the wall load and floor loads. Okay, first we'll cover the wall load and then we'll see how to calculate the sunken slab load on the sunken slab. So here you can see this is very important how the wall load is calculated or what is the unit. So it is in kilonewton per meter, or generally the popular term is UDL, uniformly distributed load, whereas floor load is calculated in kilonewton per meter square. This question can be asked in your interviews. Okay, as I told you, I am going to teach you practically. Okay, so here there will be a beam. On this beam, so you will going to construct the wall in this area. Okay, below this beam, okay, in this empty space you are going to construct your wall. Okay, so we apply this wall load on this very beam in terms of UDL or in terms of kilonewton per meter. Okay, so I will keep it simple. Okay, generally length is not required, or we consider per meter length. Okay, so first width, so generally we consider 0.230 meter for external wall, whereas 0.115 for internal wall. Okay, in this example I will show you for external wall, and then you can calculate for internal wall on your own. So height, generally floor to floor height is known in our structure. Okay, so how to find out the height of the wall, that I will tell you. Here you can see floor to floor height is generally, we know generally it is 3 meter. Okay, so it is 3 meter, but we don't construct the wall up to this level. We construct the wall up to bottom of the beam. So you have to deduct this beam depth. So we are assuming the depth of the beam is 0.45. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the height of the brick wall. Unit weight of the brick, where you can get this value? Okay, who told you? So there is a code, I will show you. IS 875 part 1 is the code, okay, that deals with the dead load. So in that there is one table. That table deals with unit weight of the building material. Okay, so if you come down, here you can see the 13 number point, bricks. There are different types of bricks and different unit weights are given depending upon the quality. So generally it varies from 15.70 to 21.60. Okay, so most of the engineer prefer the value 19 or it is 20. 19 or 20. So how to calculate the wall load in terms of UDL or kilonewton per meter? It is very simple. You take the width, multiply by the height and multiply by the unit weight. So here I am going to show you for external, so 0.230 meter, all these values are in meter, multiply by height. So as I told you, floor to floor height is suppose 3 meter and depth of the beam is 0.45, then you have to minus into it 19. So let's do this calculation. So 0.23 multiply by 3 minus 0.45 multiply by 19, it is 11.14 kilonewton per meter. So this value you can use For your manual calculation, or if you are using the StatPro or ETAP software, you have to put this value only on, select the beam and apply these values. Okay, so let's move on. Next is floor load calculation. Floor load is generally applied kilonewton per meter square. Okay, so here I am going to give you the sunken slab example. Generally what happens, suppose this is our slab. Okay, so generally at the toilets we provide the sunken slab. Okay, we all know the reason behind that, we have to provide the piping and all those things. That's why this is the slab level. Okay, but uh, this is the slab level for the toilet. Okay, so then what we do, we fill this area by some filling material. Okay, so we need to calculate how much load is going to come on this sunken slab. Extra load. Okay, here we are going to apply the floors, we are going to construct the floor and all those things, but here you have to fill this, so you need to know the load that is coming. So generally cinder is material which is used. Okay, so I'll talk about this later. First I will show you, as it is calculated per meter square. So length we keep 1, width we keep 1. We are interested in the depth of filler material. Suppose this depth is 300 mm. Okay, then depth will be 0.3 meter. Okay, and now you will require unit weight of the material that you are going to fill here. So as I told you, cinder is a material that we use. Okay, so where you will you get the unit weight? So again, same code you have to open. Here you can see broken bricks, and here you can see cinder. The unit weight is 7.85. Okay, so using this code we will take the value or unit weight 7.85. So how to calculate the sunken slab load in kilonewton per meter square? So we'll multiply depth by unit weight. So here depth is 0.3 multiplied by 7.85. So the load coming is, I'll just calculate, 0.3 into 7.85. It is 2.35. It is 2.35 kilonewton per meter square. That means this is the plan view, 1 meter by 1 meter, that much amount of load will be there. So you can use this for manual calculation, or you can directly apply these loads using StatPro or ETAP software. Okay, so this is how we calculate the sunken slab load and the wall load. Okay, so thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, I will surely reply. You can try for the internal wall and you can comment. I will check the load calculation. So thank you for watching Real Civil. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.